Good day. I'm Pierre Léveillé, President and CEO of Deep South Resources. Today, I will briefly discuss the recent postponement of the verdict in Namibia. I will come back again on the BCSC request to amend the PEA that we have filed in 2021, and I will give you a brief information about Zambia. The judge, as you know, has postponed his verdict to March 15. The first point, which is very important, is that the rule in the High Court of Namibia makes that the judge has up to 6 months to file his verdict. So that will bring us to, after the final hearing. So that brings us to April 3rd. So March 15 is before April 3rd, so he's still within the rule. There's no problem there. There's nothing wrong about that. Now, the other thing to take in consideration, at the end of October 2022, there was a major situation that hit the press and the social media in Namibia, and that is still in the press on a regular basis since that time, whereby there was allegation against the technical advisor of the minister at the time, the mining commissioner at the time. They were both senior officials and senior advisors to the minister, and a company called Orange River Mining, which is held by the ex-technical advisor of the minister. The allegation is that they have worked to remove the license, a lithium project, from a Namibian company, turned around, issued the license to a company called Orange River Mining, this same company, and Orange River Mining has sold the project back immediately to some Chinese to a Chinese company, apparently for about $4 million US. That's a very serious case. The technical advisor of the minister has left the ministry. The mining commissioner has been removed from his job of mining commissioner. He's still at the ministry, but occupying other functions. And there's some investigation by the Anti-Corruption Commission that are going on at the moment. Because of that situation, and because these people are the same people involved in the decision to not renew our license, our case is very similar to the case of the lithium company. The only difference, for us, is that we have been able to get an injunction over the project, so it has protected the project. So they were not able to issue it to Orange River and sell it back to somebody else. So that's very serious, and that makes that the judge has to be very careful in the way he will write his verdict, and that's one of the reasons why it takes so long. Keep in mind also that the court was closed between December 10th and January 15th, extending the time also. So you can see now that there's a good reason why the judge has to take time to write a very strong verdict, not contestable. That's what he's looking for. So all other, speculation about plots against Deep South or, potential fraud around us, or all of that remains speculations. We're convinced that the judge is doing his job properly, and he's just taking his time to do it correctly. This being said, there's also some speculation about the fact that the request by the British Columbia Security Commission, BCSC, to amend the preliminary economic assessment we have filed on 1st of February 2021 has an involvement or is linked with the postponement of the verdict. It's only speculation. That has nothing to do at all. What you need to understand is two things. The first one is that the BCSC is doing technical reviews of technical disclosure on every company, and it's done randomly. So we have been chosen randomly. Recently, they have reviewed the report, and they came out with some issues, with some deficiencies with regard to the Rule 43-101. That has nothing to do with the case in Namibia, and it has no influence on the case in Namibia. One of the things that is very important is that BCSC does not contest the technical conclusion of the report. The resource is not contested. The economics conclusions are not contested. What is contested, or what is requested, is that we amend some parts of the report that are not following the rule on the way it should be disclosed. And some are very minors, like on a map, there's an arrow pointing, you should have an arrow pointing north. It's not there. And the most serious one is the completion. It's the explanation about how the chosen of the mining pit. And that has to be explained better to support the choice of the cutoff grade for the resource and for the PEA. But what is very important is that the original authors and qualified person have all confirmed that it's not a problem. They will be able to amend the report accordingly, and it does not touch any of the technical side of it. However, it's very important to keep in mind that because of these issues, the report is not considered compliant to the Rule 43-101. So in the meantime, until we have a revised version or an amended version, the BCSC recommend to mention that it's not compliant to 43-101, and that's correct. There's no problem there. So you must keep in mind that it's not related to anything that happens in Namibia at the moment, and it has no influence on it. And the report will be amended accordingly. The only thing we wait before amending the report is just to receive the verdict, because that will also align to see if we have other adjustment to make to the report immediately after the verdict. So it will come right after the verdict. It's not an issue. So I hope this part is quite clear. Speculations are only speculations and remain speculations. The facts are very important. The last point I want to discuss briefly is Zambia. As you know, we have completed a sampling program on 2 licenses at the end of December. The lab has started assaying the samples. It's slower than what we were expected because the lab is full with a lot of jobs. There's a lot of activity in the area at the moment, and so the laboratory is slower than usual. But we've been told that we should expect our result within 2 weeks. So we will be able to disclose the results as soon as we have them. So I hope I wish you a very nice day, and I will talk to you soon.